Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is straight out of Boston here, and today I'm back for episode number 43 of my Colorado Rockies OOTP series from Out of the Park Baseball 16. So today we're at the midseason episode for 2028. Through the first 50 games, we're 26 and 24. A bit of a slow start. 4 games out of the Dodgers, who were leading the NL West. I didn't even realize they were back at the top, but yeah, we have started off kind of slowly here, not really playing our best baseball, not getting great production into guys like Chris Richardson. Fos Kalina sort of struggled early on here. Esteban Ortiz hasn't played very well. Freddie Vignal hasn't been that good. Outfield's been solid. But pitching-wise, Garrett Fulenchek has followed up his pretty mediocre first season with the Rockies with another mediocre start to the season. Daniel Norris and Elias Miles have been pretty good, though. I mean, the rest of the pitching hasn't been too bad. Jonathan Geddes, 4.03 ERA, but I'm sure he'll turn that around. I bet his FIP is in the lower threes. Lower half. Yeah, 306. So he's pretty much on pace to do what he did last year. But anyway, we've got the first-year player draft, so we beat San Francisco. Geddes actually gets suspended for 10 games. Come on. What? We didn't even have a 6-starter, I don't think. And now Jeremy Shepard's out for 4 months. Wow. Alright. So we're going to have to call up... might want to call up a starter here to replace Geddes. Let's call up Luis Vargas and put him in the rotation spot. But alright, we get the first-year player draft. We're going to try and skip that rotation spot if we can. Nope, that's not what I want to do. We've got the first-year player draft, so we're picking 32nd this year. We had the best record in the big leagues apparently last year. Honestly, I don't remember that, but... Anyway, so let's see if we can find anybody half-decent here. Bob Atherton. Oh, this guy. Oh, yeah. No-brainer going to be the first pick. Looks like he's the only half-decent player left. So first baseman, right-handed hitting from Georgia Tech, college player. More good players here. Let's see, Phil Johnston could be half-decent. The rest are closers, so we'll go with... Yeah, we'll go with Phil Johnson. Phil Johnston, excuse me. And we should be looking at all players. Go next pick. And... Oh, there are more. What the hell? We weren't even looking at the full list of players, apparently. Ooh, but this guy looks good. Edwin Harmon. This looks like not a bad draft. Although it said he doesn't have the drive to make the most of his tools, but still. Better him than somebody else, I would imagine. Probably a better option. Micah Merrill. No thanks. Don't like his ratings. He's got good defensive stats. Dan Mitchell. For that demand, do we have the budget room? Yeah, we have the budget room, so we'll just draft him then. And we'll let the auto draft do the rest of it for us. Adron Chambers, our scouting director, he can make the picks. And we will sign those guys and then cut out here like we usually do to the beginning of July. But have not done a midseason for the Rockies in a while. I haven't like had to sign international free agents or anything. It's definitely been weird. But alright, Dan Mitchell. Oh, he's impossible, that's why. So we're going to offer him $2 million then. We have plenty of budget room. We could actually offer him 2.5. I think he was demanding 1.2, so if we double his demand, we should be good there. Dan O'Brien will meet. Oh, yeah, so we had 2 supplemental picks. That's why we got those good players. So we had a pretty good draft. We made the most out of losing some of those starters last year. But alright, I'm going to cut out here then and get back to you guys right around July 1st. Alright, so I'm cut back down a couple days early here because we're actually going to trade Rankin Woolley. He's the guy we traded Thomas Dillard for in a salary dump. Woolley's contract does run through next season, only at $4.4 million, but he's unhappy with his bench role, and we have a chance to get rid of him, so why the hell not? I'm not too interested in picking up a guy like Mike Poppy. He does have a vesting option for next year, though, so we could probably prevent that from happening. But he's having a horrible year. First base, corner outfield. Could bring him back. I don't know. I mean, we'd have to make sure that option doesn't vest, but we probably could do that. Backup first base, backup. Yeah, I kind of like this. We have a lot of money. Yeah, we have tons of money. We could try and pick up some money from them, though, in this deal, maybe. And remove Poppy. What if we picked up, like, $2 million? I mean, that's nothing when you consider what Poppy's making, alright? Oh, whoops, I forgot to hit enter. 2,0,0,0,0,0, enter for Mike Poppy. Alright, so they would do that. What about 4 million and Poppy? Alright, not quite a fair deal. We'll try 3 million. I would think that might be the sweet spot. Could also give up someone, but I'd rather just... I think we have the money. Alright, Rankin Woolley for Mike Poppy and $3 million, so we'll do that. We had just sent Dave Davis down anyway because he was disrupting the clubhouse. So we will put Chenko Park. Actually, we will keep Chenko Park. We're going to get rid of Mark Ventios, the guy we claimed off of waivers. Kind of a defensive specialist. Not really been a great player for us. He was helping out when we had infield problems because I think either Yamada or Rivera got hurt at one point this season. So we had to put Yamada in center, move Vignal to left, and put Alvarez in every day, whereas now we don't have them playing. We only have Alvarez playing every third day, but we're going to get rid of Vientos, and add Poppy to the team. And we're also going to call up one of these catchers. Bob Jones maybe, looks like he might be the way to go. Assuming he's not a total dink. Oh, no, he's got lack of effort. I'm not dealing with that on the team then. Joe Hopkins it is. And I apologize if I sound a little bit sick. I have just really bad allergies right now. They are killing me. I can tell you that much, but whatever. Alright, so Poppy back up first baseman and back up on the corners in the outfield. Perfect. So Poppy, the former Rocky, back in Colorado. It's where he had most of his big league success. Remember, he had a couple really good years. 800 OPS, 800 OPS, 4-win seasons. And was really nothing... Other than those 2 years. Blake Jackson also on waivers. Could have been another guy we went after, but... Whoa, Jose Rivera out for 5 weeks. And we lose to the Diamondbacks, so it looks like picking up Poppy's going to work out. And we're also, if he's still on waivers, yes, Blake Jackson. Signed through 2029. Really? Whatever. And making that much, that's nothing. We'll always be able to trade that. So let's claim Blake Jackson, the former Rocky. And we're going to put Yamada back in center, Poppy in left. We're going to platoon these two. And Jackson can play first base too, so it's perfect. But right now we're just going to have Poppy in until we get Jackson off of waivers. And there it is. Alright, so we get Blake Jackson back. Did we trade him to the Yankees this offseason, or did we just release him? I think we just released him. Alright, so Jackson goes in there as the backup against righties and the starter against lefties. Just like that. Poppy not in there. There should be... Oh, you know what? Like that. There we go. And yeah, that's fine. Alright, so that's what that is looking like. More guys on waivers, but no one we're really too interested in. Joe Jimenez actually wouldn't be too bad. But San Diego starting up a series against them. And we've got the international free agency period starting up. Damn, we lose the first 2 to San Diego. We're 3.5 out still. International amateurs. Alright, Tony Bravo, the only guy going after according to Adron Chambers, and he is usually right, so we're just going to pour 1.5 into him and probably ignore the rest of the class. Unless there's, yeah, this guy maybe. Is he a reliever? No. So let's go after him then. Might as well for 100,000. And since we can spend up to 3 million, we could go with this guy for 1.4. I know he's a reliever. What about... And we could offer Juan Vasquez 1.4, but I don't think he's going to take 1.4. We'll see, though. But that gets us up to 300,000 spent, which is the limit. Not a hard cap, of course, but right around where you want to be. Alright, and we've got... wow, we get swept by San Diego. Holy smokes. So, against DHs, we're going to put... We'll just put Jackson out there. We'll do the same thing here. And just put Jackson out there. I don't really want to deal with the headache of setting these lineups. So we'll pretty much just leave it the same. But we've got to start winning ball games here. Beat Seattle, at least in the series opener. Alright, Vasquez didn't sign. So we've still got we have 1.6 to spend. Oh, no, we have 1.6 spent. That's okay. So I might as well go after this guy then. We'll just offer him 500,000 and call it a signing period. But anyway, come on, get the waiver wire here. There we go. Let's see if we can win the series against Seattle. And alright, we take the first 2. Can we go for the sweep? Alright, now I'll take 2 of 3 though. Personal message from Skybolt. Right, Bolt wants his contract extension. I want to give it to you, Sky. He's been asking for about 28 over 4 for pretty much the entire time. I mean, he's kind of having a down year. I guess his WAR is never really that high, but he always provides offensive value. I think we might hold off for now. Might wait till the offseason. I don't know. I feel like his price could go up if we wait, though, is the thing. And if it goes... Oh, we didn't sign Dan Mitchell. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Oh, no. You're kidding me. Arturo Alvarez out for 4 months. Oh, crap. Alright. Transfer to the 60-day deal, then. Let's get Mark Vientos back in here. So we're pretty much going to have to play Vignal every day. We're just going to use Vientos as the backup. I don't really want to start him. But that stinks. So Alvarez pretty much out for the season now. He might come back, but it'd definitely be late September, early October at the very earliest. So we might be looking for an infielder. I don't know. I mean, Vignal hasn't been that good. So, man, my ear really itches. I don't know what it's like. I think it's because I'm getting sick. But I don't know. It's really annoying. Expiring personnel info. Oh, we want to bring our pitching coach back, definitely. Or do we? Yeah, we probably do. Yeah. 2-year extension, sure. And can we sweep Arizona? Can we do it? No, we can't. Alright, we got 3 games against Texas, though, coming up. Maybe it's 4, I don't know. Ugh, I'm definitely getting sick. Not good. But anyway, Texas series, only 2 against Texas. And we split them. Now we've got Philadelphia. 5 games back in the division now. Things sort of slipping away from us, it appears. If we don't get hot or start playing good baseball. But anyway, they're announcing the All-Star teams here. Ooh, we take the first 3 from Philly. Oh, a big sweep going into the All-Star break. I like that. That's nice to see. Alright, All-Stars. Let's see. Ron Hafner, guy I wanted to go after. 2.23 ERA this year for Anaheim. But on Colorado side of things, Chris Richmond and Reagan Bizarra to the bullpen. Richmond, a 4.48 ERA. But apparently his FIP is really good. Look at that. 13.3 Ks per nine. His opponent's BABIP is 4.11. So he made the All-Star game completely on his 1.65 FIP. But his ERA is 4.48. So that's kind of funny to see. On pace for literally 3.7 wins above replacement as a reliever. That is absurd. Alright, but other than that, no starters. Chris Richardson makes it so he's heated up. That's good. Danny Taylor makes it his first year as an everyday player. Proving to be worth that first round pick that we spent on him a while ago. Remember, he was kind of the guy. You know, we had, what was it, Aiken in 15, and then Foscalina in 16, Dillard in 17. Maybe we signed someone in 18, and then 19 we had Danny Taylor. We kind of had, that's where the good drafting kind of stopped, but Taylor's really been good for us, so consider that pick a hit maybe too. Kyoji Yamada makes it. No Sky Bolt, but that's alright. Dalton Griffin makes it as well, former Rocky. But alright, so let's simulate past the All-Star game here. We'll see who wins. Hopefully it's the NL, of course, so we can get that home field. Max George is on waivers. Another former Rocky. American League wins, so that's not good for us. Dodgers, though, still out in first place, setting a great pace here. And we've got a series against them, it looks like. Kurt Sharp on waivers. No thanks. Alright, big series against LA. Don't want to lose this series and lose even more ground on them. Oh, they're not even first place, are they? Who's in first place? It's the Giants. Oh, I didn't even realize. I just assumed it was still the Dodgers. I thought they were back to their dominant ways, but I guess not. So still, though, we should take 2 or 3 from LA. And we can't. Now we're 4 games out still. 3 games against Oakland. Take the first 2. Can we sweep? Ooh, Julio Urias on waivers. We sweep Oakland. Great. Ooh, Urias is on waivers, and he's got a 2.81 ERA this year. Do we need another lefty? Ooh, we might. And Thompson's really struggling. Oh yeah, let's send Farabus down. We claimed Emilio Farabus off of waivers. But let's get Urias in here instead. We claimed him to replace Shepard. Yeah, there's Farabus. 3.5 stars, but not getting the job done, clearly. We only have 20... Oh, we have room for 2 more relievers, don't we? We've been a man down in the bullpen the entire year? You gotta be kidding me. I was wondering why it looked kind of short. But alright, so we got, what, 3 against Cincy here, and then I'll probably... I don't know what to do with this team. I mean, we're gonna have to see. Maybe another starter. We do get Urias. Maybe another reliever. I don't know about the offense. We could look to upgrade that infield spot. No, this is one too many relievers, isn't it? We're a bench guy short. Oh, but you know what? For now, that's fine. We get Rivera back. Are we a bench guy short? We are, because we have our... Yeah, we only have 4 bench guys. But that's fine. I don't mind carrying the extra reliever. So we get... What's his face back? We could keep Johnson. Yeah, I think we'll keep Jackson and Poppy, and we'll send Chanko Park down. But we do get Jose Rivera back. Now, Rivera's potential's dropped to 3 stars, so it doesn't look like he's really ever going to be like a stud center fielder. But for now, he's given us pretty good production there. So I'm pretty fine with just keeping him on the team for now. I'm not going to like look to immediately trade him or whatever, or immediately replace him. But alright, swap these 2, put Rivera back in, and then move Jackson as the backup against lefties. Perfect. Alright. So let's finish up the series against Cincy. Can we sweep them? We're playing pretty good baseball now. Things starting to turn around, maybe. We are still 3.5 out, actually 4 out in the division, but we have control of that second wild card, which is good. Let's delete all of our messages. And so we got the trade deadline day today. Let's take a look at the team home screen. So we're first in runs scored. It appears that offense is not the issue, which it never really is. It's definitely pitching. So let's take a look at the lineup. We're getting good production at a catcher, first base. Trust our second baseman. Trust our shortstop. We're not going to replace Ortiz. He's just young. Third base, I mean, that is kind of the spot, but I think Vignal is probably our guy there for the future. So I think going with him, just going forward with him, I think is the right way to go. Stick with him, and then we've got the outfield to boot. We've got those nice backups. So I think we're in good shape there. The question is, do we want another starter? Elias Miles and Daniel Norris have both been really good, but are you going to count on those guys when it comes playoff time, or are you going to go back to a guy like Garrett Folencheck, who is once again not having a good season? And let's go to the postseason. What did he do last year? He had 1 game, went 8 innings, 1 run, so it wasn't too bad last year in the postseason. Only making $11 million. Probably would be able to trade him if we wanted to. But I don't know. And then I think maybe another bullpen arm. I mean, Thompson's really sucked this year. Holy smokes. I mean, that's not just bad. That is awful. It's like another level of bad. So, alright, I'm going to cut off camera and figure out what I want to do. Alright, so I did find one trade I'm definitely going to... Alright, so I did find one trade I'm definitely going to make here. It is a little bit risky. It comes with some opportunity cost because it's Ricardo Sanchez, a left-handed reliever, $13.9 million, though he was signed as a starter, has moved to the bullpen, fly ball pitcher, so kind of a riskier. $13.9 million is due next year. Now that is a lot, but you know we have a lot of money, as you can see. Now we have guys we have to re-sign, is the thing. So let's look at salary here. Front office salaries. So you can see we have money coming off the books next year, but we're going to have to re-sign Sky Bolt. So that's probably going to eat up most of that money. So we're back to where we started. Then we're going to try and re-sign Ian Anderson. Plus we're going to add this Ricardo Sanchez guy on top of that. Now we could maybe keep Sanchez and let Birdie go. I mean, Birdie is struggling this year. We could probably even decline his team option and re-sign him for less. Or, I don't know if that'll be possible, actually. But, I mean, we could certainly play around with money a little bit. Norris won't be back, but we're going to need to replace that spot in the rotation. I'm not sure we have the guys internally to do that. I mean, maybe we could try out Ricardo Sanchez as a starter, but then the thing about Ricardo Sanchez is he's a fly ball pitcher, and we've seen how that goes in Colorado. Now, his fly ball, his home run issues seem to have been resolved in the bullpen. Only 2 home runs allowed this year in 45 innings, but 25 and then 22 last 2 years as a starter, so we don't really want him going back to being a starter, I don't think. But as a reliever, I don't know. I mean, it's just the money. The money concerns me a lot. If it wasn't due so much next year. I don't know. Lindor we don't want. Schwarber we don't want. Rankin Wally's back on the trade block. Nice to see. I don't know, man. Sanchez is kind of an obvious. I don't. It's just. It's a lot of money next year, and I don't know if he's gonna be tradable. You know, might not be worth the risk. All right, so we're gonna be pulling the blockbuster of blockbusters, a deal I'm really looking to make for a while. And we're going to be acquiring a young ace, a controllable, a bona fide stud of a pitcher, an ace, Juan Salas, 26 years old, from Mexico, the former number 3 overall pick. Bit of a personality issue, you know, quote-unquote problem with authority figures. Time has sort of run out in San Diego here. And we're going to be making him a Colorado Rocky, only giving up 2 players, 2 guys that I basically think are really overvalued. One of them is Artie Sutton, who you can see 4.5 star potential, but he's pretty much a reliever. I mean, he's never going to be a borderline starter with a 30-grade changeup. Former first-round pick, you know, we spent the first-round pick on him. He's really valuable. I mean, I just shopped him around, and he has a ton of value around the league. And apparently San Diego really likes him. And then Dan Dickinson, a former minor league free agent signing. He's got 5-star potential, but, you know, I'm always going with Chambers as head scout. I'm going with the head scout ratings here. I think Chambers is usually right when it comes to scouting lower-level players like Dickinson and Sutton. And if he doesn't think they're going to be good, then I don't think they're going to be good. Plus, we just drafted that first baseman in the first round, so we definitely can get rid of Dickinson if we want. Taylor's established himself, and I think this is just a no-brainer. I mean, Juan Salas, one of the best pitchers in baseball, a lefty. It makes too much sense. So let's do it. Juan Salas is a member of the Colorado Rockies. But all right, this is the risk with him. Players leery of this acquisition. This is why San Diego was so willing to trade for him, I guess. Is he might be a clubhouse cancer, but we'll see. I mean, if he pitches this well, it might not matter. But all right, I figured we really needed to go with another starter, at least one more starter. So we're going to move Fulenchek to the bullpen. We're going to send down Farabus. And put Salas in the rotation, and then if either Miles or Norris struggles down the stretch, we'll put Fulenchek back in. But I think this is the way to go right now. Salas is not ready to pitch though. That's the thing. So we will let Fulenchek pitch today. Then we're gonna put Salas in. Maybe here we'll do like a 6-man and then get Fulenchek out of there. Let's see how this works. But that's going to be our deadline. It's the only move we're making. I'm not adding any more relievers. I'm not adding anything else. Let's go back. So let's see here. Salas, yeah, he'll be ready to make that start. And we actually have a doubleheader against Pittsburgh, so hopefully, yeah, Anderson needs to be ready too. I think he will be. And alright, we split that, and then Geddes. We might still have to go with a 6-man here because of this doubleheader. And then eventually get Fulenchek out of there. It's proving to be more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Miles isn't even fully rested yet. And then Salas. Yeah, and then hopefully we'll just... Miles will pitch instead of Fulenchek next time around. I think, presumably we don't have any more doubleheaders. We should be good to go. So move Fulenchek to the pen. Emergency starter. Move Miles up. Move Norris up. And Salas making, what, his second start as a member of the Rockies? Oh, wow, he got shelled. Not great. But he was good in his first start, at least 12 Ks. Holy smokes. So this is what we've been looking for. This is really what we have not had in a couple years. A bona fide, a true number 1, a real ace. And so I'm pretty excited to have him aboard. Whoa, Fulenchek. Alright, this is a promising sign for Fulenchek. His BABIP is 380. His FIP is a lot better than his ERA. Same thing with Geddes. Geddes still has 392, though. He's not too bad. And even Norris has been kind of... Well, I guess actually his FIP is higher than his ERA. So... Alright, but that is that. So I don't know. I'm still going to have to consider this whole Ricardo Sanchez deal. Oh, maybe he got traded? Oh, no, he's still here. I still have to think about this, because now that we have Salas, maybe we don't have as much of a need to re-sign a guy like Ian Anderson, or instead of re-signing him, we could, instead of not re-signing him, we could pay him and then trade Fulenchek or something, but it looks like Anderson wants a lot of money, though. Holy smokes. Geddes is another guy we have to re-sign. We already got him re-signed, actually. He's making, what, 20? He's making 23. Kind of a bit. So I don't know. We have some options. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it shakes out. But that is going to do it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Thanks for watching. Those I'm out. Peace.